Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. I need everybody to hit that like button, share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, all right? Let's get right into it. When you love yourself and take your time seriously, you're not going to just give it to anybody because you're special. You have to value yourself more than other people. And when you value yourself more than other people, there's going to be people, unfortunately, that will try to decrease that value that you have in yourself, as odd, strange and odd as that may be. Some people aren't going to want you to view yourself in such a high esteem. It's because they rather have you view them that way. There are some people that they just come in your life and they want to take over. They want to take over your mind, take over your world, your time. They want to become your main focus. And they want to take that self-love that you have away from yourself, and they want you to pour it all into them. But if they were to ever leave, that would leave you distraught. That would leave you with a feeling of emptiness, because the time and energy you should have been putting into yourself, developing who you are and what you're supposed to be doing, you now put it into somebody else. And that energy that they get from you, you'll never be able to get that back. So once you start to build yourself up, once you start to get your routines going, once you start to get your routine of putting time and energy into yourself, there will be people, as just everyday life is just natural. People are going to be attracted to you because you're working on yourself. You're turning your life around. You're choosing to be something. You're choosing to improve. You're choosing to better yourself. These are things that people take notice of, and these are things that people admire you for. So they're going to want to be a part of that. People are going to see you headed in a certain direction, and they're going to want to be a part of what you're doing. Some people are going to want to stop you from doing that. Some people may just want to be a part of what you're doing. Some people may just want to be nosy, just get into it, see what you're doing, because maybe you're a mystery to them. Maybe they just want to figure you out. But you have to gauge wisely, who are these people and why are they trying to come into your life? Why are they trying to get so much time from you? Like, you never knew these people before, but now all of a sudden they're requiring all this amount of time from you. And whether they know it or not, you may have explained it to them how you use your time. But there are people that they really don't care about that. And you have to be careful, because those are energy vampires. And people that don't care about your time, people don't care about your boundaries. If somebody doesn't care about you wanting to better yourself or the time you use to better yourself, that person secretly doesn't want to see you elevate your life or become successful. They just want you around for them and whatever agenda they have. They totally disregard what you plan on doing with your life once you get with these types of people, whether they're friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, relationship, friendship, boss. Like, once people see that you put in a certain amount of time into yourself and you're not putting that time into them, they could possibly become jealous, because some people want to control you in the sense of, once they get into your life, they feel that you're supposed to just bow down to them, whether they are in a position above you or they have something you need, like a job or resources, or whether it's your partner and they think that they should have all the power in the relationship, and they feel the need to dominate over whoever they're with, but not in a way that benefits the both of you, not in a way to where the relationship is actually supposed to go. It's just in a way to where this person is just running things. There's no order to it, no method to it, just for them to have power and control. and they're actually holding you back and hindering you and stopping you from trying to get to where you want to go. So you don't want these types of things to happen. So that's why you have to love yourself and you have to take your time seriously. When you love yourself, you're not going to allow anybody to just come into your life and try to get access to your life or your time. You're going to value yourself, and your self-worth is going to be a lot higher. Your self-esteem is going to be a lot higher than it wouldn't be if you were out seeking validation. It's going to take time, but you have to spend time with yourself and God, and you have to build yourself up to where you're happy with you, you're comfortable with you, you appreciate you, and you can accept you for who you are. All right. And that's the true definition of loving yourself. It's not something grandiose. It's not something for a vain purpose. It's for the lack of, it's for the sake of not having low self-esteem. Low self-esteem is something that you don't want to have. Self-doubt is something that you don't want to have. It'll have you being with just anybody. It'll have you settling for less. And not to say that you ever have, you just don't want to be that type of person. Nobody should want to settle for less. And settling for less doesn't always mean taking something that's less than what you are. It just means not living the life that you know you're supposed to live, not doing the things you're supposed to be doing as far as your journey for success or what you want to do with your life. You don't settle for less, as in just because somebody comes into your life, you just stop your whole everything you were doing. That'll take months, 3 to 6 months, maybe even a year off of your life when you put your life on pause for a stranger, a random person that you just randomly meet because of some things that they say and how they feel your life should go. All right, you don't let people do that. You don't let people come into your life and try to run things. Number one, and number two, don't put your don't put your life, your goals, or anything second to another person because of a relationship or because of a friendship or because you're talking to them or for any reason. You have to put yourself first. You come first. All right, it's self-preservation over everything. All right, that's the number one rule to success. Is self-preservation over everything. How are you going to help anybody else if you can't even help yourself or put yourself in position? And in order to put yourself in position, you have to be selfish. All right, there was a video of Sauce Walker. He was talking about the most successful people are the selfish people. And I used to think that it was something wrong with me, but apparently not. It's just there are people who are real precise with theirs. There are people who are goal oriented, who know what they want in life and know where they have the potential to take their life. So they take their time serious because they know all that they do. They know what they have to do to get to where they want to get. So they have things precisely pinpointed for them to do throughout the day because they know they have X amount of hours before they have to either go somewhere or do something, and that time is valuable. And if they want to not play around, if they want to be taken seriously by themselves first and then others, they're going to want to use that time to the best of their ability to become something and to not just waste it frivolously because it's not going to benefit you to not use your time to the best of your ability when time is your most valuable asset. You can't be wasting it. You can't be misusing it because it's something that you'll never get back. You can get money back. You can't get years back. You can get money back. You can't get hours back. Can't get months back. You can get money back. You can get cars back. You can get clothes, shoes. You can get all that back. Material things. You cannot get time back. That's why time is a valuable asset. You have to treat it as such. Just like paper dollars, you have to see your hours, your days as money, as a currency. You have to see your time as a currency, and you can't waste it or spend it with the wrong people. So the fact that you now realize, or you probably already have, but the fact that you see that you really don't have time to be playing around, all right, they have all these new things that you could be potentially learning and using to benefit yourself, especially if not to say you're unhappy, but if you would like to level up in life, time it should be your best friend. Like your time that you spend with yourself working on things, that should be your best friend. That should be, you should be motivated to want to work on yourself, to improve yourself to where you can improve your life. Like you work on your mind, and then your mind changes how you think. That changes how you view your world and reality. Then your thoughts start to change. What you think starts to change. What you start to see for yourself changes. What you speak for yourself changes. You have to work on yourself to where your whole mind shifts, and so where you can shift your whole reality in the direction of where you want to go in life. Because if you want to be successful, there are certain things that just won't cut it, and that's not using your time to benefit you. All right. So that time has to be used for the things that you know you're supposed to be doing, whether that's research, whether that's creativity, whether that's even rest. So you can get back and get to what you need to be doing. All right. Reading, whatever it is, it has to be something that you're doing to level up so where you can get to where you want to get in life. Otherwise, you're just going to stay complacent, stay around people who aren't doing anything, and they're not bad people. It's just that when people aren't headed in the same direction you're going, you can't spend as much time with them. It's like somebody trying to become a lawyer. Somebody trying to become a lawyer can't spend his time at the club all the time partying, or somebody in college, they can't spend most of their time partying and neglect their studies because they got to study too. All right, so you can't neglect your personal life because of friends or family or a relationship or a job. Like your personal life, like your business, your ideas, your creativity, those things are all important. And you have, if that's something that you want to do, you have to take that time to put that out into the world, or you have to take that time to create what it is you have to create. Because if you have these ideas in your mind and you're not doing anything with them, you're going to start to not be as happy or as excited about life. You're gonna be like everybody else with no purpose, nothing to do, and who just sits around and wastes their time and doesn't do anything positive or constructive. And that's not what you want to do with your life. You want to do things that are positive, and you want to use your time in a wise way. All right, you want to use your time to make some money. You want to use your time to change your life. If you're not using your time to elevate or move forward or become something or do something so you can have something, then there's not going to, when you're one of those types of people, you're not going to find a lot of other people that are like that. So you're going to find yourself isolated and by yourself a lot of times, because people just don't take their day as serious as you. And when you take your life serious, when you take your time serious, you're going to be spending a lot of it by yourself, just educating yourself, working on things, learning new things, studying, because you want to get to where you want to get in life, because you're not playing around. You don't see it as a game. You already have people that may call it a hobby, and they expect you to not take as much time as you need to turn into actual business. If you have people making fun of you, if you have people trying to ish on your dream or tell you that you can't be something or do something, why would you not be, not that you want to prove them wrong, but just for you want to prove it to yourself that this is something that you told yourself you could do. You just want to keep your word to yourself. So if people are taking you as a joke, why would you want to be hanging around people that aren't even taking you serious? Half the time people are talking about you behind your back, and sometimes people even know that they are wasting your time, because they know you should be really working on what it is that you want to do, because they know what you want to do. They know you want to become successful. People are more into your life than you really know. They know it's something that you want to do or something that you're doing with your time other than spending it with them. And they know it's something that you're passionate about, something that you want to do. A lot of relationship partners get jealous when you rather work on your goals than spend time with them. But what they fail to realize is that you were working on that before they came into your life. And for them to try to think they're going to make you put your dreams in the back seat or your life in the back seat because they just came into your world, they think their world is bigger than yours. It doesn't work like that. People come into your life, you still have your own separate life besides them, and that life is the life that you put most of your time and energy into. With however much time or energy somebody else puts into something, that's how much time and energy you put into it. You don't ever put more time and energy into something than anybody else, for one. And for two, you never neglect or forget your life before you met that person. Because if they leave, if they dip, if they decide to change like people do, all you're going to have left is that life you had before them. So if you gave up that life for them, then and just to get with them and just to be with them, and you neglected your goals, your dreams, now that's time wasted, where you could have been doing all these things that you could have been doing. You could have been using your time and got so much stuff done, but now all you put it on the back burner, and you're still not where you want to be, and on top of that you may even be behind, and you may not be able to catch up. So you have to put yourself first and your goals first, because you're special. All right. You're very special. And you're special in the sense of you can't just give everybody your time. You value yourself. You know your worth. You know your true value. So when you know your true value, that makes you special. You're a special person. And on top of that, you already know the deal. God chose you to be something great. And you can't let people try to distract you from what you're supposed to be doing with your time. You know you're a special person. You know you're put here with a special purpose. And that special purpose is whatever you're passionate about. That special purpose is whatever you feel the direction God is pulling you into with your life. All right, that's what's special about you. You have a goal, you're goal oriented, you know why you're here, you know what you want. You're here to make a change, you're here to provide some ideas, you're here to provide some help, you're here to fix some things, to change some things, you're here to make a difference. And you're not going to allow anybody to stop you or pull you away from what you know you're supposed to be doing with your time and with your life. And anybody who doesn't understand that or appreciate you or take that into consideration, and they think you're just supposed to put your life second because they're around or they're in your world, people like that, they gotta go. Because when you continue to keep people around like that, you don't really love yourself, because you feel that there's nobody else. You feel that this person is all you got. You feel you're not good enough or worthy enough or deserving of somebody that won't treat you like that. So when people treat you how you do not want to be treated, they have to go. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how alone you may be, no matter how soon or abrupt it may be, they gotta go. All right, because you love yourself and you take your time seriously, and you're not just giving it away to anybody, because you're special. And you should know that you're special and see yourself as special, because if you did, you wouldn't take crap from other people. You wouldn't just get with anybody. You wouldn't just deal with anything. All right, people who know they're special, people who know their true worth, they don't just give their time and energy away to just anybody, because they know how valuable it is, and they know how much is really worth. And once you know how much your time and energy and all that is really worth, you're not just going to just be giving it to anybody, because everybody don't deserve it. You can't cast pearls among swine. Some people out here are not even they're not even caring about you or what you have to say. Some people, they just want some entertainment. Sometimes some people, they just want to waste your time. Some people, they just like to talk. So you can't just get caught up with everybody. 50 Cent said his it was either his grandfather or his uncle told him, you're only as rich as the people you talk to for no reason. You're only as rich as the people who you talk to for no reason. I'm not saying to neglect people. I'm not saying to be rude, ignore people, but you know what that does. You know what, when people try to talk to you and they get you wrapped up in certain conversations, saying certain language, saying certain words that you don't even use, because you know when you use these words, you're putting curses on yourself, and it's lowering your vibration and bringing you into a mental state of lack. All right, when you're in heaven, you don't want to hear anything that doesn't coincide with that. So it's like, because some people aren't on your level and they're not aware of certain realities and certain manifestations and what vibration they're on, you can't let people bring you down because they're not aware. You just have to pray for them and wish them the best. But you're not going to be able to give that time and energy to everybody because it's not going to be reciprocated. And that's going to wear you out. All right. That's going to wear you out. There's a God, there's a universe. They're good. All right. They will be, they will be made whole. But you have to focus on yourself so that way you can stay whole, so that way you can get ahead, so that way you can get your bread, so that way you can get your pockets full and your stomach fed. All right. And a fresh haircut on your head. Okay. So thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Shout out to the Galactic family. Everybody watching this video, I want you to know that you're very special. All right, drop it in the comment section. Let me know what's special about you. What do you do? What you're passionate about? What do you love to do with your time? All right, let me know in the comment section. And everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and shout out to all the new subscribers. I'll see everybody in the next video. This has been another DrewTube special. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels and shout out to the Galactic family. We out. Peace.